What's going on, guys? Today I am bringing you a versus video, and I'm pretty excited to do this type of video again because it seems like a lot of you guys seem to enjoy my first versus video. So I'm excited to bring you guys this one in specific because it's two fragrances that I don't necessarily hear get a lot of love. They're mentioned, here and there, but to me, they don't get the love that they deserve. The two fragrances that I am going to talk about today are from the Dior Homme line, and it is Dior Homme Sport 2017 and Dior Homme Cologne. And to me, I believe that these are the least favorite, at least that's what I think when it comes to the Dior Homme flankers. But to me, these are the ones that I just adore. Versatile, easy to wear, nothing too complicated, but they do have, their own, depthness to the fragrance, especially Dior Homme Sport, but not so much Dior Homme Cologne just because, it's kind of straightforward, but we'll get into it in just a second. I'll start with Dior Homme Sport because to me, this is my favorite sport flanker. I know that there's a couple iterations to this, and the one that stands out to me the most is this one, the 2017 version. It's just so citrusy, fresh, spicy, aromatic, woody, with the blood orange, the grapefruit off the top, and then that pear note, kind of giving it this nice special character to the fragrance, making it very delectable off the top, kind of giving you like this almost nice sweet juiciness, citrusy juiciness, because I love grapefruit more than bergamot or lime or any sort of citrus. Grapefruit is like my go-to citrus note when it comes to those types of notes in fresh fragrances like this. And I believe that the blood orange with the pear, and then in the mid you get the nutmeg, some pink pepper and geranium, kind of giving it this liveliness to it, giving it this expressiveness, making this very enjoyable, and then also very masculine because of the vetiver in the base. You can't go wrong with vetiver. At least to me, vetiver makes a fragrance just really, it makes it shine, it makes it masculine, and that's what I love when a fragrance with this composition giving you a classy, masculine, but also enjoyable fragrance. And by enjoyable, I mean giving it this nice fresh juiciness, citrusy type of nuances. This works perfectly anytime, anywhere, and to me this is the perfect grab and go fragrance because you get a little bit of everything in here, a little bit of everything. The performance on this is not too shabby. It's not too bad. I do get 6 to 8 hours of performance. I do get slight whiffs after the 6-hour mark. I do kind of go a little crazy with the sprays with this one just because it's a more fresh fragrance, and typically fresh fragrances don't really last a long time, but this gets the job done. Yeah, it's awesome. Honestly, this just kind of checks all the boxes for me when it comes to that classy masculine fragrance. Definitely check this out. And it's funny because when I picked this up, I completely forgot that there's different versions to the sport flankers, and for a second I thought I was getting the 2021 version, but in reality I got the 2017 version, and I can't complain. I'm not complaining because I just prefer this over any other sport flanker. Who else feels the same way as me? Let me know, please, because I know I can't be the only one that enjoys this Dior Homme Sport flanker more than the rest. But let me stop ranting about this one and tell you guys a little bit more about Dior Homme Cologne. Also, as I mentioned, another one that doesn't really get much love, and I understand because it's kind of straightforward. Basically you get bergamot, citruses, musk, and a little bit of some slight sweetness. I know there's no sweetness notes mentioned in here, but you do get a little bit of sweetness once it starts drying down. And I believe it's grapefruit blossom in here with the musk down in the base, kind of, making this very, very bright and citrusy, effervescent. You know, there's not anyone in this world that can say that this doesn't smell good, because this is the type of fragrance that you want to wear on those super, super high heat days, those high heat summer days. This is what I'm gonna reach for. I prefer to wear these light blue fragrances, you know. And I guess another fun fact is I'm not the biggest fan of blue fragrances. I just can't really seem to get into them. You know, your Sauvages and your YSL ADP or the Y line, and your Bleu de Chanel's and all these other blue fragrances, right? It's just, to me, they're just very just generic, and you know, everyone wears them, and it just, they don't really grab my attention. I can't really, you know, get myself to enjoy them. And I just prefer those more bright, airy, aquatic blue fragrances like this one. This is not aquatic by any means, but in the light blue category, I guess you can say, you know, just going off of like the color of the bottles, I enjoy those more than blue fragrances. Yeah, I reach for these the most. These grab my attention more than blue fragrances. I don't think you'll ever see me talk about a blue fragrance on this channel anytime soon, or in the near future. Maybe down the road there's something that, you know, comes out and I really seem to enjoy it, then maybe then. But in the meantime, these are, to me, the types of fragrances that I just am looking forward to wear already. We're already in January. I'm already looking forward to the spring weather. You know, I'm kind of getting a little tired of the cold. I enjoy more springtime, you know, kind of getting those nice, cooler, fun, not too hot, not too cold type of days. And these types of fragrances are the ones that I'm going to reach for. This is more, or Dior Sport is more of a, like, that work type of fragrance. You know, this works perfectly in the workplace, wherever you are. You know, you can't go wrong with this. It's very approachable, right? People will compliment you. I'm sure they will. At least for me, it has. And also Dior Homme Cologne, I can definitely see, you know, myself getting a few compliments here and there. But nonetheless, both of these are great performance. Not the best, especially when it comes with Dior Homme Cologne, but just douse yourself in this. That's what I do. I doused myself in this when I wore it, and you know, it was lingering for a little while, for the first hour or two. And spray your clothes, guys. Spray your clothes. You know, don't just spray your skin. Once you spray your clothes, you'll get more life out of it. But nonetheless, both of these are fantastic. Which one what I prefer? I'm gonna have to go with Dior Homme Sport 2017, because it just has more depthness to it. With the, as I mentioned, with those types of notes in here, there's a lot more going on, and I prefer this over even the 2021 2022 version. That seems to get more love than this, but I love the fact that this doesn't get talked about much, because it just makes it that much more enjoyable. Which one would I recommend? You know, personal preference just comes down to you, but for this video it would have to be Dior Homme Sport 2017 by a long shot. But I'm not trying to take anything away from this, from Cologne, because it's still a great fragrance, and I'm just eager to wear it even more once the springtime comes around. Let me know what you guys think. Do you own any of these? I am super happy to have them in my collection. You know, the Dior Homme line is something that I need to see more out of. Dior needs to put out more flankers when it comes to the Dior Homme line, because I can't wait to see what they come up with when it comes to the next iterations of the Dior Homme Sport line and Cologne. I would like to see a Cologne version with more power, you know, more depth in here, and not just straightforward. So hopefully, you know, they can take my advice. But I mean, hey, you know, I don't think they will. But yeah, great fragrances, guys. Try them out. If you have, let me know what you guys think. Until next time, guys, take care.